Hey, this is Liz Bentley, and today I want to talk about toxic people. And the reason I'm bringing this topic up today is I recently wrote an article for Korn Ferry's Briefing magazine on toxic people in the workplace and how to handle it. And they posted this article on LinkedIn and ran a survey asking the audience, what do they do with toxic people? Do they believe they should cut them out, ignore them, understand their point of view, or other? And this also provoked a lot of comments on the article. So 71 people were commenting and writing all of these different paragraphs on how they felt about toxic people. So clearly it's a very compelling topic. And there are a lot of people out there that really what I call trigger us to feel badly. Because really, what is a toxic person? It's someone who's making us feel badly about ourselves, feel badly about a circumstance. And ultimately, it's usually someone who's impacting our confidence and impacting our belief in ourselves. Because see, if there's a toxic person out there and it's not hurting our feelings or not making us feel badly, well then it doesn't bother us that they're in a struggle. It only bothers us when it impacts how we feel about ourselves. Okay, so just so you know, the answer to the survey was that most people believed that toxic people should be ignored. What came in a close second place was to cut them out and then also to understand their point of view. My feeling as a coach is number one thing, you always look at yourself first. Anytime you get a trigger or you feel uncomfortable with someone else, you do what my client likes to say is the call coming from inside the house? So is the problem you more than them? Yes, I know that person is a problem maybe to many people, but why is it bothering you so much? And what do you have to heal there? Now, the answer on what to do about it is sometimes it is appropriate to cut a toxic person out because you haven't healed yourself yet. And it's just too hard to do the healing with that person in your life. That, again, doesn't necessarily make it a them problem. It means that you really have to heal yourself so you can move forward, okay, with anyone who's going to be like that. The other thing is to ignore them. Well, sometimes that can work too. You can ignore them, but that's only if you're really ignoring them. Sometimes we pretend to ignore someone and then we're up all night thinking about them. Or we're pretending to ignore them, but they're still churning in our insides, making us feel badly about ourselves, so it's not really working. And the other choice, the third one really, is understand their point of view, which I always think is the best. Because when you can understand someone else and where they're coming from, it usually helps you get to empathy and then work through whatever is going on. And that also will calm down, let's call it, the toxic person and maybe help them behave better. Because a lot of times when people are becoming, let's call it, toxic, it's because they don't feel like they're being heard or they don't feel like they're understood. So anytime you can understand someone, you can always bridge the gap and it really helps you grow.